SHALAM. Usually, what we would do, of course, is we would pour the wine, of course, but this is the Day of Atonement. So where we afflict our souls, that's no food, no drink for 24 hours. So when we break this, of course, we will definitely have a drink, but tonight we will not. We'll usually take it, we'll say La Yasha'Allah, which is to Israel. Israel will respond, La Yasha'Allah, right? With that, Majid. Before you Hakadam, turn and face the east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Daba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Thunanawa, Akam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalat now, Kabawath now, Kasalat now, Kabawath now, Wala'ah, Kabayai now, Walasaiwan, Abal, Kabashai now, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Lakwa, Hamalakwa, Wala'al, Watapara, Lai Walamya, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, the Hakak, which is the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Baba Kasha. Nathanael. Hakak. Lao Parah. Ka Makalat. Ka Madawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakriya. Hamathia. Hakak. Akara, it's like Arakara, Hatama'ala, Garashan, Bashem, Yahusha, Water, Amen. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. The blessings of the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Why Malaki Allah? Why Alahayah? Batazabaya. Alawak Yahanna. Ha Alawapia. Hasabrayanya. Hakwatazayanya. Hakakayam. Wakwadia. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahushua. The water. Amen. In English, Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanded during YAHANNA.
Commanded during YAHANNA.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the
And
sisters.
the sisters.
And Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayan ya.
Ayana.
Al-ha-ha-yaram.
Ayayaram.
Ma'ayan.
Ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Izaria.
Isaiah.
Ma'ayin.
Ayan.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shabbayam.
Ra'aratiza.
Ra'aratiza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawa.
Lamawa.
Regalka.
Wagawaka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Kana'a.
La'a.
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 Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Ayashan.
Shawamar.
Shalom.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'al.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tizalka.
Zalka.
Ayat.
Ayat.
Yamyanka.
Ayam.
Yawamam.
Awam.
Hashamash.
Hashema.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Rayara.
Yahweh.
Balayala.
Balaya.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makara.
Kara.
Yashamar.
Yashema.
Astapaka.
Aspa.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashema.
Taza'aka.
Taza.
Waba'aka.
Wala.
Waita'a.
Like up.
Wa'awala.
Wala.
In English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the
From
hills.
whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
who was made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He will not keep thee.
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber
shall neither slumber
nor sleep.
nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The Lord shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even
and even
forevermore.
forevermore.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Al-Damalaka,
Adamalaka.
Al-Dakarash,
Dakarash.
Wa'al-Dashakwa,
Ba'al-Jashakwa.
Al,
Al.
Kayahana,
Kayana.
Awayab-Yaka,
Bawayanaka.
Yahama-Yawan,
Yahama Yawa.
Ra'ash,
Ba'ash.
Al-Imaka,
Al-Amika.
Ya'ira-Yamwa,
Ayawa.
Sawada,
Sawad.
Wayatha,
Wayaka.
Ya'itazawa,
Ya'achazawa.
Al-Tazapanya-Waka,
Atazapanya.
Amarwa,
Amara.
Lakawa,
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam,
Barakati.
Magayo, Slaki, Magawa, Slaki, Magalia,
Magalia.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yazakar,
Yazaka.
Sham Yasha'al,
Shana Sha'al.
Iwada,
Iwada.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Na'itazawa,
Na'achazawa.
Laba,
Laba.
Yakatwa, Slaki, Yakadwa,
Yakalo.
Al Yakar,
Ayaka.
Barya,
Aya.
Yakarthwa,
Yakato.
Ahalia,
Ahaya.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Wayashama,
Wayashama.
Allah,
Allah.
Yam,
Ya.
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba.
Wahagayam,
Ayayam.
Gabal,
Bakar.
Waimawan,
Wayawan.
Waimala,
Wayawan.
Palashah,
Palasha.
Anya Shabia,
Anya Sham.
Tazawar,
Tazawa.
Gum Ashawar,
Gasa Shawa.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Imam,
Imam.
Hayawa,
Ayawa.
Za'arai,
Zawai.
the Banya Lawa,
Labani Lawa.
Salah,
Salah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Laham,
Laham.
Kamadian,
Amalia.
Kasaya Sarah,
Kasaya Sarah.
Kabyadyan,
Kayabya.
Manakab,
Bakar.
Koyashwan,
Kawasha.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamawa.
Bayan,
Bayan.
Daya, it's like Dayara,
Dayara.
Haya,
Aya.
Damam,
Lamar.
La Amad,
Lama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatawa.
Nada,
Lada.
Yamawa,
Yamawa.
Kaira,
Kaira.
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba.
Wakazao,
Wakazaba.
Mana I,
Banahai.
Ka,
Ka.
Nasai Kamwa,
Ashikawa.
Ashar,
Asha.
Amarwa,
Amara.
Naya, it's like it, Nayarasha,
Nayarasha.
Lananawa,
Nanawa.
Ah,
Ah.
Na'awa,
Nawa.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatawa.
Kagalkaka,
Nagawa.
Kakwash,
Kwash.
the Panya, Rakah, Ka'ash, Daba Ira, Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Dalahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradakma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panya Sagir, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waya, Wakashwa, Shemka, Yahweh, Yeshabwa, Waya, Wahawa, Ayai, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abadwa, Waya, Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shemka, Yahweh, Labakwa, it's like it, Labatka, Ayawan, Al-Kaha Ratazah. In the English, keep not thy silence. O God. Hold not thy peace. Be not still. O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek and the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined unto them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which perish at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nose like Kishon. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeed. Yeah. All their princes like Zabah. And as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire that burns a wood. As the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Clear their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Lord, let them be confounded. In trouble. Forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So. Shalom. All right, so this is the Day of Atonement, where we are going to read, of course, we're going to get into the book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, book of Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. So we treat it like it's a Sabbath, of course. What do we do on a Sabbath?
Read the scriptures.
Okay, we read the scriptures. More importantly, we also do what?
Slack it, sir. That's a rest day, sir.
God. What are we about to do right now?
Slack it, sir.
Go ahead.
It is required as of right now that we are celebrating the Day of Atonement.
Come. Come. Let's get you up here. We're going to also read this in the Hebrew too.
Okay.
You see? That's the one thing you should also know, pay attention to, that we're going to get this in the Hebrew as well. All right? So we're going to start where? Yeah. Leviticus 23rd chapter. So, of course, as we go through this, if you have questions, go ahead and ask your questions. All right? So we read the first 7 verses. We're going to read that in Hebrew. We'll translate to the English. And then we'll go ahead and break it down. All right? So, Leviticus chapter 23, starting at verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al-Mashah, La'amar, Dabar, Al, Manya, Yasha'ala, Wa'a, Marath, Alaham, Mawa Ida, Daya, Yahweh, Shah, Dakwa, Awa, Atham, Makwa, it's like it, Makwa, Ra'aya, Badash, Alaha, Ham, Mawa, it's like it, Mawa I, the Ya. I didn't even realize I was already at verse 3. Shasha, Yamayam, Daishaha, Mala'aka, Waba Yawam, Hashaba, it's like it, Hashabaya, Ya, Shabbat, Shabbat the Wam, Makwa Ra'ah, Badash, Ka, Malaka, La'ah, Daishawa, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Cow, Mawa Shabbat, it's like Mawa Shabbat Ya come, verse 4. Alaha, Mawa Ida Ya, Yahweh, Makwa, it's like Makwa Aya, Wadash, Ashar, Dakwa Ra'awa, Atham, Bamawa Idam, verse 5. Bakadash, Hara Shawan, Bara Ha, Ishar, Bakadash, Bayan, Ha'ara Bayan, Sak, La Yahweh, verse 6. It's like Wabaka Mashah, Ishar, Yawam, Lakadash, Hasaha, Kaga, Hamataza Wath, La Yahweh, Shabaith, Yamayam, Mataza Wath, the cup, da kawa, verse 7. Mayawam, hara, it's like a hara shawan. Makwa dash. Yaha, become, it's like become. Ka, Malakath, Ibadaha, La I.S.U.P.K. All right. That's the first 7 in the Hebrew. Go ahead. We're going to read Leviticus chapter 23, starting at verse 1.
This is the book of Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation, even these are my feasts. Verse 3. 6 days shall no work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their season. So,
What? Lock that up, right? Is it locked? Wow. Lock it first.
verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. In the first day you shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1.
Just the camera, just a little bit of a comical shot. It's a little bit, from my standard. So lift it up. Turn it down. Push it down. Got it.
How much?
That should be 12. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So it said the Lord spoke, right? The Most High spoke to Moses. This is something that's so important because we get guidance, we get leadership from everybody else except who the Lord has chosen for us. We listen to our mamas, you know what I'm saying? We listen to our girlfriends, it's like we listen to our boys, we listen to our homies, we listen to everybody else except who the Most High tells us that we listen to. Oh, you should do Christmas for the kids. To hell with Christmas. You should get out and vote. They pushing the voting nonsense again. You understand? But we're listening to everybody else but except who the Most High spoke to. That's something that we should take note of, man. Like Moses, led us out of Egypt by the instructions of the Most High. He did as he was told. If you could, Baba Shah, turn this just a little bit. It is blaring in my eye. No, the other way. The other direction. Not over my eye. A little more Baba Shah. God, my peripheral is catching all of that. It's like, but now Moses, was our leader, of course, though. And we was brought out of Egypt when we listened to those that was supposed to lead us. Not to everybody else, but to Moses. And that's where this is what this is declaring right now. We are supposed to remember the promise was made to the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? The promise was made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, though. But of course, Moses, he took us out of Egypt. And if that didn't happen, where will we be today? You got a question?
I also give a request. So if you ask that, sir, either we will be destroyed utterly destroyed as a nation, or we'd be, really bugged out. I'm just trying to say in a way like we would be like really destroyed as a people if it wasn't for Moses. We would be a whole lot worse. We would be wiped out to extinction. Who knows? So,
Come on, listen. We would have killed ourselves as we have been doing. We've been doing it. We've been. What's the brother name? It just came out. He's a famous cat too. About here it goes. Herschel Walker. GOP defends Herschel Walker after bombshell report that he paid for a girlfriend's abortion. Who's Herschel Walker? By all means, please.
If I might be Heisman Trophy from recipient from college football and made his way to the NFL.
Listen, as a child growing up, I heard great stories of Herschel Walker. You understand? It was more so like a little bit more about the shot. A little more. if you can make it just like this, the water. It was like he was Bo Jackson, Herschel Walker, Lynn Swan. You know what I'm saying? Like those was the brothers that was putting in the work. They made Lynn Swan, Herschel Walker. Come on now. These are stars. These are names, you know what I'm saying, that I will not forget. I wanted to play football because of Herschel Walker. I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, like Lynn Swan. You understand? I wanted to be like Bo Jackson. Why? Because of the greatness of who they are. You understand? But what did I just read? Herschel Walker, and this is the GOP defends Herschel Walker after bombshell report that he paid for a girlfriend's abortion. Are these the leaders that we're supposed to be listening to? Was Moses saying that it's okay for us to have abortions? Was Moses saying that's okay for us to go in and have feast days outside of what the Most High declared? But the GOP says what? Herschel Walker, you did the right thing. You made the right choice. You made the right decision. Where should we be at? What should we be focused on? The law, statutes, commandments. All right.
I'm gonna piggyback what the brother was saying: law, statutes, commandments, and building our people as a nation, because the purpose is to procreate, not deplete each other. With abortion, the purpose is to procreate.
Salakia. I got the La Yashala.
Can't drink it.
Nice. Used to watch. Yeah. I ain't having the whole night. It's part of the Sabbath. Huh? It's part of the Sabbath.
God.
Is that? No sweat. I already spoke, you know what I'm saying, and got it's the what? You understand? But we're supposed to be listening to our leaders. We're supposed to be following after our leaders. You understand? But not the leaders that's part of the GOP saying, Herschel Walker, yeah, you did the right thing getting that, making sure she had abortion. Because she was going to have no future, right? What was her future going to be? I don't know the full story, and I don't give a damn about the full story. All I need to know is that what? He paid for a girlfriend to have an abortion. If you weren't going to have the child in the first place, don't take the action. Isn't that the conversations that we had as children growing up? I mean, we all grown adults, right? You understand? What do they used to say? Wrap it up? I mean, in Chicago, they're giving 10-year-olds condoms. They're passing out condoms to 10-year-olds, to 8-year-olds. Why? They're encouraging sex. They're encouraging, well, go ahead and do it. But here's condoms. Here's your protection. You understand? When our protection comes from the Most High, by us keeping the law, statutes, commandments, by us following what Moses was instructed by the Most High. That's where our protection comes from. Not by what the GOP says, not by, you know what I'm saying, what the pastors or the leader says. You understand? We should be focusing and listening to what Moses told us. What's up, Bob?
And Salaki, though, like to use protection, like Salaki, to use condoms, it's lawful to use them. At the same time, as an adult, you have to take responsibility and accountability for what you do too, right, sir?
Explain.
It's lawful to use, right? It's lawful, of course, it's lawful to use protection, like it's having right intercourse with your rib, of course, or whatever rib, etc. As long as you're doing it at a professional, lawful, and and take responsibility.
Okay.
I mean,
I like it too, but you take responsibility.
There's nothing wrong about using condoms.
Right, absolutely.
Use condoms if you need to use condoms. That's it. At the end of the day, it's one of those things where children comes from what? Having sex. Babies come from what? Having sex. So if you and your rib are like, hey, listen, we're not going to, we're trying not to, use condoms. Pull out. You can use whatever. Saying, oh, I want to reach out to your camp leader. Reach out to whoever is in charge of your zone. Hey, Shalakia, sir. Shalakia, Adawan. You understand? Me and my rib, or whatever. If it's a situation where you're gonna die, I'm saying, for having a child, maybe you want to take the precautions, I'm saying, so that you don't conceive. You understand? Like I know several sisters who've had 3, 4, 5 children, and the doctor says if you have another child, I'm saying, you'll more than likely die. You understand? There's nothing wrong with taking precautions. There's nothing wrong with taking the necessary steps, of course. But at the same time, that doesn't give you the green light to go out there and just stick your rod in anything. That doesn't give you the green light, to have sex with whores. That doesn't give you the green light to go, to be a sodomite. Where is that in the scriptures? I didn't read that. The scriptures, said as to what? Not to where with that which pertaineth to a woman, or that which pertaineth to a man. She's speaking to the different genders. There shall be no sodomite of the sons of what? Israel. No whore of the daughters of Israel. That's what the scripture says. That's what it tells us. We'll read through, Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and see what it says when it comes down to Christmas. We'll see if that's in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We'll see if Halloween is in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. What's coming up on the 10th? What holiday is that? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. So-called Columbus Day. Come. Right. They have Columbus Day. You understand? Is the statue still up down in Columbus Circle? I don't care. What does it make a difference? What does it change? Does it change, my ancestors that was put to death? Does it change, the bloodshed? Does it change the oppression? No. It doesn't stop. It doesn't go away. So what does it change, by trying to get rid of Columbus Day? If they want to celebrate Columbus Day, let them do it. If we did not listen to Moses, you understand? Moses, if he didn't advocate for us, the Most High could have raised a seed up through Moses. And he says, Salaki, sir. Don't Salaki, sir. Let's not do that. You understand? I got him. I got him, sir. That's what he did. Go ahead.
Salaki. Verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord.
Wait, Salaki. Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
Unto the world?
The children of Israel.
Unto Elam.
The children of Israel.
Unto Moab.
The children of Israel.
This Bible is not for everybody. These laws and statutes, the scriptures, these high holy days, you understand? These holy days, these Sabbaths, who are they for?
For the children of Israel.
So like it's the children of Israel, the 12 tribes, Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation Even these are my feasts.
These are the feasts of the Most High, right? Let's see where Christmas fits in here. Let's see, I'm saying, where Thanksgiving falls into this. Let's see, I'm saying, where Halloween falls into this. Let's see where Easter falls into this. Let's see where any of these days, where Juneteenth falls into it. Niggas is like, oh, he said Juneteenth? Yes. Where does Juneteenth fall into this? Go ahead.
Because he is Yom Kippur in this.
Forget about it. You say Yom Kippur. What was that? What's the one that just passed? It defers, something like that?
Yeah, some madness.
Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, Rosh Hashanah.
Madness.
Right. Go ahead.
So, okay. Verse 3.
Let's go.
6 days shall work be done, but it's
Shalaki. I'm gonna test y'all. It says what?
6 days.
What's that in Hebrew? I'm testing y'all. Making sure y'all stay sharp. Shashah. Shashah. Shashah is 6. It says 6 days. So in this right here, Shashah. Shashah. All right. We got a cod, right? Which is what? What is a cod?
Salakia, sorry, 1.
All right. Somebody's paying attention. What is my Ishara? Say that again. Say it from your chest, huh?
10.
Be confident.
10.
God. 10%. My Ishara. 10% of every penny. I didn't say Ishara. I was giving you a curveball there. Understand? But it says 6 days ye shall do what?
Shall work be done. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
Is the what?
The Sabbath of rest.
What's that in Hebrew? Shabbat. What?
Shabbat.
I'm listening.
Shabbat.
Shabbat. If you listen, as we read, of course, though, it says Hashabai Ya'aya Shabbat Shaka Wan, right? Shabbat. As look, if you don't have the Hebrew, follow along in the English. And those words should, you understand? They should start to click. You should start to be like, oh, okay, he says Shashah. I think that's 6. Go ahead.
Middle of verse 3. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest.
Is the what?
It is the Sabbath of rest.
It's the Sabbath of rest. Go ahead.
And holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
What?
In all your dwellings. Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
Did I hear anything about Easter in here?
La.
Did anybody hear Easter at all?
La.
I didn't hear Easter. It said, you shall what?
7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
You must eat unleavened bread. Go ahead.
Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Okay. All right, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. Waha para Bathum, Asha, La Yahweh, Shabaith, Yamayam, Bayawam, Hashaba, Yaya, it's like Ya'aya, Makwara, Kodash, Baal, it's like Ka, Malakath, Idaha, Laha, it's like La'ah, Dashawa, verse 9. Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 10. Dabar, Al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Asharath, Alaham, Kaya, Daba'ah, it's like Daba'wa, Al, Haratata, it's like Harataza, the Shah, Anaya, Nathan, it's like Nathan, Lakam, Wakwa Tazaratham, Ath, Waka, Wa, it's like Wa Taza Yaraha, Waha Ba'atham, Ath, Imar, Rasha Yah, Wataza Yarakam, Al, Hakahan, verse 11. Wahana Yakwa, Ah, Ha'aimar, Lapanya Yahweh, Laratas, it's like it. Larataza Nakam, Mamaka Rath, Hashabath, Yana Yapanya Wa, Hakaha, it's like Hakawan, Hakahan. Verse 12. Waya Shayatham, Bayawam, Hana Paka, it's like a Pakam, Ath, Hayamar, Kabash, it's like Damayam, Ban, Shana, it's like Shanathwa, La Ilaha, La Yahweh, verse 13. Wamana Kathwa, Shanya, Aishara Nayam, Salath, Balawa Laha, Bashaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Raya, it's like Raka, Nayakaka, Wanasa Kaha, Wanasa Kabwa, Ya, it's like Yayan, Rabaya, it's like Yap, Rabayaith, Hahayan, verse 14. Walakam, Wakala, it's like Wakalaya, Wakara Ma, La'a, Tahakalawa, I, Etizam, Hayawam, Hazaha, I, Habaya Akam, Ah, Paraban, Alahaya Kam, Hakwath, Aralam, Ladara the Yakam, Wakal, Masha Sagin, Mashabath Yakam.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I will give you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you on the morrow after. the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And he shall offer that day when you wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be of 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor, and the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin. Verse 14. And he shall eat neither bread nor parched corn nor green ears unto the same day that he hath brought an offering unto the Lord. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
We'll say in Christ. All right. Read verse 1 real quick, or starting verse 8. Sorry.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall have an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
Okay. So in our kingdom, right? In our dwellings, of course, though, this is how it would be set up. This is how it would be established. You know the problem that we have today? Captivity. Anybody else?
So like people want to mingle. Our people as a nation want to mingle and lean into their own understanding and not listen to what the Lord requires us to do.
It's not just that we're in captivity, right? It's not that we're just in captivity. It's a little bit more than just that we're in captivity. And it's also not just that we're leaning into our own understanding. It goes a little bit beyond that too. Although we are in captivity, how does Moab carry itself?
He said, Salak, you said, how does the nation of Moab carry itself? As of today, they know who they are. They conduct businesses and establishes with their own people.
With their what?
With their own people.
With their own people. Right? They look out for themselves. They take care of themselves. They don't hold your peace out. They don't, you know what I'm saying, look for the other nations. They don't look for the other nations, you know what I'm saying, to do for them. Right? Although we are in captivity. Did y'all hear about what's going on right now? North Korea did what yesterday?
Shot a missile over Japan.
Right. North Korea shot a missile over Japan. North Korea's like, all right. Everybody focus on Russia, Ukraine. Yes, Russia, Ukraine. China, Taiwan. China, Taiwan. Ballistic missile over Japan. Oh, snaps. What's the U.S. going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the U.S. they plan on they in with South Korea, so they want to stop North Korea from even having those. So they say they're gonna retaliate. They do a lot of talk. Say they're gonna do something about it.
News bulletin, breaking news. U.S. and South Korea fire 4 missiles off the coast of Korean Peninsula a day after North Korea provocative test launch. Hey, listen, who the hell cares what they're doing, right? Nobody really cares. Why? You know what I'm saying? It's another nation. Like, they're doing what they choose to do. You understand? They conduct themselves according to how they choose to. Look how Amalek is so small, but has so much influence. You understand? The Isle of Japan is like what? Yay big? Compared to everything else. The Holy Land, Jerusalem is but. I mean,
That's right.
when we look at the numbers of the armies and size and everything else, their army is what? Teeny, bitty, 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 tiny place. A lot of reference if I didn't catch that. Compared to the other armies around the world, you understand? Their force is so small, but who has the most influence? Why? Because they not only stuck to themselves, they focus on themselves. You understand? They was keeping the Bible. They was following after our culture, our heritage, which we're supposed to be doing. You understand? Who cares, you know what I'm saying, that all the other nations are around us? I don't care what China's doing. I don't care what Russia's doing. Why do we care, you know what I'm saying, when, who got shot up yesterday? 2 days ago? 13-year-old boy? What was the shooting? Come on now. It was shooting after shooting after shooting. Did they not just arrest a serial killer in the city of Syracuse? Like, what's going on? We ain't never heard of black serial killers. But what's going on? This is the part in which that, you know what I'm saying, instead of us focusing on ourselves, instead of us keeping our laws, statutes, commandments, understand? We partake in everybody else. Where in the scriptures did it tell us, you know what I'm saying, to go join amongst the other nations? This very start of this stated what? The Most High spoke to Moses, right? And who was he supposed to speak to? Who was he told to speak to?
It's like you said, Moses, sir.
Yeah.
To the children of Israel.
To the children of Israel. That includes our people, our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, who are suffering, who are dying, who are under affliction, of course. You understand? And we must remember these laws, statutes, commandments. That's what today is all about. That's what the Day of Atonement is. You afflict your soul for 24 hours. What are you going to do? You're not going to drink. You're not going to eat. Okay. Oh, you know what? You might need to, you know what I'm saying, lose a little, some food, skip a meal or two. You understand? You're suffering from high blood pressure. You're one sip, you know what I'm saying, from going to a coma from drinking soda so much. You understand? Like, these are the things that we must get back to. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments, and Most High. But we get so caught up with what everybody else is doing. How everybody else is carrying themselves. Quickly,
It's like, sir, I didn't cut you through when you said, well, I'm piggybacking on a black serial killer, but we don't never hear that, because that's the problem with our people as a nation, though. We want to copy off the goddamn oppressor. You see what I'm saying? A black serial killer. That's not common. I mean, right.
what's the Netflix series, dude? The gay killer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
People was going crazy over his little dance, right? His little whatever. Like, come on, man. Y'all glorifying. Seriously? Everybody in the club like, Jeffrey, seriously?
Salakis, sir. Remember back in the, towards the late 90s, the movie Scream? The serial killers were all Caucasian men. Scream, remember Scream? You see what I mean? Yeah. There was never ever no damn black or brown serial killers ever. Right? Yeah. Not common. It was always Caucasian serial killers. And that Scream was no thing. Remember Scream? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, whatever you know. Right.
The thing is that we get so caught up. Oh, white boy can dance a little bit. White boy can move. Okay, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, we give everything. Oh, she got a little booty. She went into the gym and she worked out for it. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do the same things ourselves. We have culture. We have flavor. And when you see one or two who, it's like the vast majority of the other nations, they don't. It is like, you see them doing their little, you see them doing their little thing, but we go, oh, they did something like us. We get so caught up into it. Why?
The one we destroyed.
Right?
Two, Esau spent a lot of money keeping us caught up in his culture, everybody else's culture. You know how much money they put behind that series? Pay a dude to act like another dude, then get everybody in, reenact the whole thing like you said. That's the same thing. It's crazy you said it. That's the same thing I said. They glorifying this dude, like literally glorifying him. And we ain't even paying him. We glorifying them too. You see his glasses? I want those glasses.
Bro, I had somebody said to me, say, they said something about they had these glasses. They were serial killer glasses. And the thing is that the cat had a nerve to have the same type of haircut as a serial killer. Like he literally did the whole mimicking, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, I'm not sticking around to find out what next. You understand? That's what we fail to do. So what? There's other nations around us. You understand? Who cares if you got the Arabs at the corner stores? Who cares if you have the Chinese in the food spot? Who cares if you have white people in politics? Who cares? Who cares if the Africans are over here, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever the hell they're doing? We don't care. Why? Why should we? Why should we be focused on what someone else has? Like, our people still don't have enough. The one thing that we have yet to learn and understand is that we don't care for our own. We don't, like, if we were to take anything from how the other nations are, how Esau is, whatever, Esau will have more than enough. He will have more than abundance and will still continue to stack up and still put away for his future generations, for his children's children. He knows that if he allows you to come in, to take a foothold, it's over. It's a wrap. And that's what we fail to realize. If they get a foot into our leaders, if they get their hands into our leaders, they brainwash us as children. Oh, for the kids. What they got? They had the little cigarette candies. You remember the little cigarette candies?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was sugar sticks or the gum, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They took it to the point where they have the toy that lights up and the fake smoke. Look, I'm smoking. Advertising toward who? Children. Children. Why? Because they're mimicking, you know what I'm saying, their parents. They're mimicking other people that they see do it, of course. That they see, you know what I'm saying, take these actions. They have the Coke 45, you know what I'm saying, like the baby bottle drinks. Exactly. Just hold your piece out. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll have those things advertising for our children. What are they doing? They're grooming them for the next generation of suckers. They're grooming them so that you're going to be out there on the block. Oh yeah, you started out with this little candy, and eventually went from candy to what? So that's a major problem. That's a major issue. Instead of us getting to our roots, instead of us staying home, cooking for one another. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, when we break, you know what I'm saying, our fast, we should come together, eat, drink, enjoy each other. Why? Because how often do we do it? Exactly. Keep reading out Salakia. Let's get through this. Was that the end of
Salakia. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheep before the Lord to be accepted for you on the morrow after the Sabbath. The priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And he shall offer that day, when he wave the sheep and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offerings thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin. Verse 14. And he shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears unto the same day that ye have been brought an offering unto your God. And it shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
What is that right there? Remember verse 13? It said 2 parts flour, right? And oil. They said a hen. What's that?
Measurement.
No, what that sound like? Good. We action read. Action mama. What is that? Mama, what is that over there? That's oil. Why are you putting that in? Why are you putting the chicken in the flour? What's she about to do? Yeah. What's that?
Slocky, fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Man, right?
This ain't our Bible. This isn't us. This isn't us as a people.
Ooh, that's good right there.
This is us in the scriptures, of course. But guess what? We let the other nations tell us this isn't us. We're told by the other nations it doesn't matter. That's why they push so much. Oh, the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. Focus on the New Testament. That's our problem. Other people are influencing us. Once again, it said the Most High spoke to Israel and said to do what? Speak unto the children of Israel. It didn't say your GOP. It didn't say the congressman. It didn't say Condoleezza Rice. It didn't say Barack Obama. It didn't say Jeffrey Dahmer. It didn't say any of that. It said Moses. Our own people is supposed to do what? Speak to us and teach us. There was only but one body. And who's at the head of that right now?
So, if I may, it's Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
Damn
Commander
right.
General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Give a hand to Commander General YAHANNA, man. Because if it wasn't for Commander General YAHANNA, I wouldn't be here today.
Damn right.
You wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't be here today. I'm not trying to repeat Oprah, but you wouldn't be here today. You understand? None of us would be here today right now. We'd all be either dead or locked up somewhere or in somebody's hospital. You understand? We'll be in shackles and chains because we're trying to figure out how to survive. We're figuring out how we can get by, of course, day by day. All right? Like, what verse did we finish off at? 14? We have 15? All right, we're going to get through this real quick, all right? Hold your peace out. We got to get through, we got to go ahead and get through all this real quick.
Go.
22 what? 27. 22. 21.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Wasapa Ratham, Lakam, Mama Karath, Hashabath, Maya Wam, Habaya Kam, Imar, Hathana Yapa, Shabai, Shabbat Wath, Shabaya Mah, Dahaya Naha. Verse 16, Ida, Mama Karath, Hashabath, Hashaba It's like it. Hashaba Ya'ith. That's a Horwa. Kamasha Yum. Yawam. Wahakwa Rubber Thumb. Mana Ka. Kadasha. Lahaya Sagi. Laya Hawa. Verse 17. Mama wa Shabbat Yum. Sagi. Yakam. Daba wa. Lakam. Danawa Paha. Shata Yum. Shanya. Aishara Nayawam. It's like it. Aishara Nayam. Salah. Tahaya Yanaha. Kamataza. Da'apa Yanaha. Bakara Raya Yum. La Yahweh, verse 18. Wahakwa Rabba Thumb. Al Hala Kam. Shabai, Shabai. Kabasham, Slakit. Kabashayam. Dabaya Ma. Banaya. Shanaha. Wapar. Pan. Slakit. Ban. Bakwar. Akad. Wa Yalam. Shanayam. Yaya Yawa. Alaha. Laya Hawa. It's like Laya Hawa. Wamana Katham. Katham. Wanasa Kaya Ham. Ashaha. It's like Ashaha. Wayaka. Naya Kaka. Laya Hawa, verse 19. Wa Aisha, it's like it. Yaisha Yatham. Sha'aya Ra. Isaiah Akkad. Laka Pa. It's like it. Laka Pa. Washa Naya. Kaba Shayam. Banaya. Shanaha. Laza Ba. Shala Mayam, verse 20. Wahana Yakwa. Haka Han. A thumb. Lakam. Haba, it's like it. Haba Kawa Yum. Thana Wapa. Lapanya. Yahweh. Shanya. Kaba Wam. Wadash. Yahweh. La Yahweh. Laka Han. Verse 21. Wakwara a thumb. Baya Tazam. Haya Wam. Hazaha. Makwara. Wadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Ba. Mala. It's like it. Mala Yakam. It's like it. Mala Yakat. Ibada. Daisha Wa. Hakwa. Iralam. Baka. Marasha Bath Yakam. Ladara Dayakam. All right. Go ahead and
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 15. And he shall come unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that he brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall he be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall be a number 50 days, and he shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. Okay. Verse 17. And you shall bring out of your habitation 2 wave loaves of 2/10 days. They shall be a fine flour. they shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. Verse 18. And he shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offering, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then he shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy unto the Lord for the priest. Verse 21. And he shall proclaim on the self-same day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. He shall do no servile work therein, and it shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
Sluggy, I don't know about you though, but I heard it said that this shall be a statute for what?
Forever.
Forever. Which means what? Just like the law, not one jot, not one tittle shall otherwise pass. So that means we should keep the feast of first fruits forever. Right? What else should we keep? What else are we supposed to keep?
Keep it all.
Yeah, give me some examples, right?
Passover,
All right.
Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Dedication, Feast of First Fruits, Sabbaths,
Purim. Day of Atonement.
Day of Atonement.
You understand? Like these, we go through it every year. Every year. You understand? Why? Why do we do it?
So like this, or so remember the days of our long suffering before Moses redeemed us as a people according to the Lord. The Lord brought us back out of slavery for us to build our nation as a people and follow His laws, statutes, commandments. So we had to so it's required to remember the Lord's Passover, the holy feast days, the law, statutes, commandments, and everything that's required from the Lord for us to rule as a people.
You want to say that?
If I could say, just simply the Lord commanded us to do it.
There you go.
That's it.
That's it. The Lord commanded us to do it. You understand? If I could, we are such a simple people, and this is how sad it is because let somebody forget your birthday. It's World War III. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's my birthday. You didn't say happy. You'll never, you know what I'm saying? You'll never get it. You'll never live it down. You remember when I was 6 and you didn't say happy birthday to me? You remember when I was 6? And I remember one time my nephew said to me, he goes, "Uncle, it's my birthday." Oh, all right, cool. What about it? He's like, "Aren't you going to say happy birthday?" Nephew, I say I love you all the time, don't I? I ask about your health all the time. I'm supposed to take extra time, you know what I'm saying, out of today? Like all year, I show you, I'm saying, how much I care. All year, I ain't gonna tell y'all the story just yet. I'm gonna tell y'all one day. Me being, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if it was a good uncle or whatever though, but nonetheless though, anyways, we'll bring that story some other time. But at the time, it's just one of those, every year it's just his birthday. I don't wish him health just now. I wish him health every day. Wasn't there just a recent threatening of them shooting up the schools? Targeted, you know what I'm saying, towards who? Who was the target?
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Our people, our brothers, our sisters. You understand? Our children. The hate, you know what I'm saying, that have made this nation what it is today still exists. But they don't want us to teach that history. Every year, we should go over all of these feast days? Why?
Because it's also our knowledge and wisdom.
There's knowledge and wisdom from it, right?
It's our knowledge and wisdom.
But what else? What happens, you know what I'm saying, if you don't go to your, if you don't say to your red, you know what I'm saying, anniversary. What happens when you don't say anniversaries?
A lot of times she'll speak evilly. It's like she will speak evilly behind your back. It happens. Speak evil about you behind your back.
She'll speak evil to your face.
Right. I'm just saying. But
oh, you don't care about me. You forgot our anniversary. You know what I'm saying?
So I was saying, like, she would do it behind your back, because what's going to happen is that she go gossip evil things about you to her friends, her family, and all types of people behind your back. And that's just worse. But
that's just how it is, right?
Right.
We'll have to go and suffer. You know what I'm saying? He forgot my birthday again. You see how the couples be when they be doing the interviews? How long y'all been together? Oh, slash. You know what I'm saying? Sweating bullets. Somebody saved me. And you got the kids in the background. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody in the background. 21 years. You understand? Oh, how long we been together? See, I remember, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to remember that. Why the hell we don't remember the feast days? Why don't we remember, you know what I'm saying, the Sabbath? Why don't we remember, you know what I'm saying, coming out of the oppression that we have been in for far so long? Why can't we do that?
So the number one reason is the pastor told us we don't got to do these anymore.
Say that again?
Number one reason is the pastor told us we don't got to do these anymore.
The pastors, the GOP. You understand? Not Moses. Moses didn't say that we ain't got to do this no more. Where did we read that in this time? This said, these are the days that it shall be proclaimed. You understand? 6 days ye shall work, and on the seventh it shall be a Sabbath. We should never forget when we were brought out of Egypt, when we were removed, you know what I'm saying, from the captivity of our oppressors. That was a glorious and great thing. Moses pled for us not to be put to death after we came out of Egypt. Salakia, sir, look, if I could, sir, don't do that. As amazing as it would be, you know what I'm saying, the tribe of Moses, don't put them to death, sir. So that the great power that you just showed of bringing us out of Egypt to now be spoken of. Oh, see, they had to go so they could be put to death. Nah. They had to go. We had to be removed so that they could be put to death. You understand? So that we can be shown how special and how amazing we are. So that we can see our true potential, as people would say. You understand? What's up?
Slack, sir. Last week though too, I gotta say this though. Last Saturday though, a friend of mine, the Lord. This is how I know like the Lord was really testing my zeal. A friend of mine called me and she said like she was having a birthday party, right? She texted me and then I thought about it for a minute. I know I wasn't going to do it anyways. I called Officer I.S.U.P.K. He was the closest person to speak to, and I told him about that situation. He told me like the spirit behind it. And then I was, you know, officer, I'm gonna go ahead and let her know that I told her about before what I do, what I'm feeling with it, and I'm not gonna celebrate his birthday. I made it clear, she understand.
Yeah. No sweat. No sweat.
Right. Also, Salakia, also I.S.U.P.K. was like explaining me about the spirit. Like you don't. They try to test you though, but regardless of what they try to sugarcoat, you know, at the end of the day.
No sweat. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take care of that.
It wasn't one her day, but she was trying to celebrate her birthday on another day. And you explaining me about the spirit.
You go out. Go ahead and take care of that real quick. All right.
Okay, good. He hit it because tomorrow is my real birthday, right? She said, "You not gonna call me for?" I said, "No."
Yeah, I did.
I said, "You still sure you still want to, because I'm not gonna compromise what God commandments that God put in my heart. If you so blessed to dwell with me, fine, but I'm gonna stick with the Lord."
Yeah.
So he was going in. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, that's you right there in the back.
Gotcha.
I figure you come back. No sweat. Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something, you know what I'm saying, the struggle that we have. Understand? It's not just physical. You know what I'm saying? It's not carnal. It's spiritual. Because, you know what I'm saying, your child who goes to school and they feel left out because they're pushing religion. They're pushing, you know what I'm saying, Christmas. They're pushing Thanksgiving. Oh, well, they got candy. Dad, I like candy too. You know what? You struggling to pay the bills so that you can give your son some candy. Give him some ice cream. You understand? You struggle, you know what I'm saying, to move things and work it out so that what? They learn to say no now. They don't fall into the peer pressure. But society will have what? This is why your child will have a disorder. They become what? Secluded or something like that, reclusive, where they become introverts. They feel left out. Well, shoot, we can do all types of stuff amongst each other, can't we? Listen, who made it to Passover? No, I did. I don't know where my son was. They had the bounce house and everything else, though. He was having it. Oh, yeah, that's my friend. Yeah, that's my other friend. Oh, something Christ, huh? You understand? And the achievements, you know what I'm saying, academics is off the charts. The young brother, you know what I'm saying, got moved up a whole grade. You know what I'm saying? That's something, you know what I'm saying, to most high in Christ. And what does it do? Causes the other children to say, let me study a little more harder. Let me focus a little harder. Let me learn, you know what I'm saying, what you learn. Right? That's the type of society that we're building, the culture that we're building. So that our children, you know what I'm saying, learn to say, you know what? I want to do a report on YAHANNA. And they look like, who? YAHANNA. Y'all know him as Jesus Christ. But YAHANNA is a black man. No, he's not. Nobody knows what he looks like. Revelations chapter 12. You did a book report on YAHANNA. I want to do it on Moses. I want to do it, you know what I'm saying, on the prophets of this Bible. Why not? What's the problem? It described what we look like. That's something that we should look for. Where's the Bible in the library? Where does it fall under? Does it fall under the fiction section? It falls under the what?
Historical books.
It falls under the what?
Historical books.
It falls under historical books. Whose history is it? You ever wondered whose history is it? That's why they push us to only focus on New Testament. Oh, the Old Testament, because it gets away from saying Israel, Israel, Israel to the world. Why? Because we were spread out amongst the nations now. You understand? Kingdom after kingdom after kingdom, we are now spread out to the four corners of the earth. Oh, snap. Sounds like Deuteronomy chapter 28. Verse what? Come on, you quad design.
Verse 6.
verse 64 and 68.
Gotcha.
That's what it sounds like. Why? Because we have been scattered abroad. We don't know our history. We don't know our heritage. But it's here right in the Bible. It's right in the scriptures. You understand? Let's go ahead and bust out the last, we had 22, and we go down to 27. Are you sure it's not 28?
Call the whole thing.
It's like it?
Call it again.
Leviticus chapter 23, from verse 22 to 27.
Yeah.
To 28, so like that.
Okay. I thought the 28 was in there. No sweater.
Yeah. No,
Okay. All right. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. Waba kwa taza rakam. Kwa taza yara. Ara taza kam. La Daka laha. Pa'ath. Shadak. Bakwataza raka. Wala kwat. Kwataza raka. La Dala kwat. La aina ya. Wala ga. The ira second. The I zaba. A thumb. Anaya. Yahweh. Allah ha yakam. Verse 23. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. Al. Masha. La Amar. Verse 24. Dabar. Allah. Second. Allah. Banya. Yasha Allah. La Amar. Bakadash. Hasha Baya Aya. Ba'a Ka. It's like it. Ba'aka. Lakadash. Yaha Ya. Lakam. Shabbat 1. Zakara 1. Dara it's like it. Dara I ha. Makra Ra'a. Kadash. Verse 25. Ka. Mala Kath. Ibadaha. La'a. Da'ashawa. Wahakwa Rabata Ma. Asha. La Yahweh, verse 26. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. Aush. Masha. La Amar, verse 27. Aka. Ba'asha Rawa. La Kadash. Hashaba Ya'aya. Hazaha. Yawam, it's like it. Yawam. Hakapa Rum. Hara'a. Makwa Ra'a. Kadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Why it's like it. Why na ya thumb. Panyasha ya come. Wahakwa Rabatha, it's like it. Rabathum. Asha. La Yahweh, verse 28. Wakal. Mala kaha. La Ta'asha, it's like it. Da'asha what? Ba'itazam. It's like it. Ba'itazam. Hayawam. Hazaha. Kaya. Yawam. It's like it. Yawam. Kapara yam. Hawa'a. La kapara. Ala yakam. La panya. Yahweh. Allah haya yakam. All right, let's go ahead and read this in English.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and unto the stranger. I am the Lord your God. Verse 23. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall he have his Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Verse 25. You shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 27, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and you shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 28. And you shall do no work in that same day, for it is the day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
That's right. So, what are we supposed to do? Did anybody hear Christmas in this? Did y'all hear Easter? Did you hear Valentine's Day? I don't know. They got the same Bible, right? I'm reading the King James. I didn't hear that. So why is it that we follow these other days? Don't we do a big feast? Let's have Easter dinner, right? Thanksgiving dinner, Halloween parties, Christmas dinner, New Year's Eve party, like Day. I think about the Mother's Day. I didn't say anything about President's Day. I didn't say 4th of July, Independence Day. I didn't bring any of those ones up. I just go ahead.
They got new ones now.
Listen, we didn't even forget about it. It's now Juneteenth Day. And of course, you know what I'm saying, Juneteenth is what? Planned Parenthood and abortions.
So I don't forget Gay Pride Month.
Oh man, listen. Listen, you mean it's not Gay Pride Month. It's Gay Pride Decade. It's every month. It's L. You know what I'm saying, for whatever. They have an alphabet. You know what I'm saying, for the entire year. The calendar doesn't stop. They took the word and I said, what in the world? They got bi-curious. I'm sorry, bi-curious. It means that when I was in college, I experimented. Okay, so because you fall in this age group, that means it's okay to experiment? I'm just saying. So wait. They're gonna hate me for this one. Who's Jeffrey Dahmer? Wait, y'all don't say nothing about the pedophiles. It's wrong for the pedophiles to do what they do, but it's okay for you to do what you do. Y'all got quiet.
So like that person was a gay serial killer, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so I can piggyback on it. I just noticed, like, remember when I said when I referred about the Scream movie, like the original Caucasian serial killers in the late '90s. So those were gay serial killers right here. So they admitted it was gay. I remember.
Oh, good night. Oh,
nice glasses on too, right?
all of you like admitted it was gay.
I ain't gonna say that. Scrub brought some glasses.
everybody want to get the glasses, no, man. Like that's Jeffrey Dahmer, right? So, let's tell you how crazy this world is.
But this right here tells us that we should afflict our souls. Afflict our souls. Have some discipline. Do you know what it does when you send your child to school, right? And you teach them to say no? The problem that we have is with our daughters, insecurities, up the wazoo. When we teach them how to be proud of who they are, our daughters are princesses of the power. Yasha Allah. Do you get that? Do y'all understand how amazing that is? Hey, Princess, how's it going today? Teach your daughter, you know what I'm saying, to carry herself as a young woman. Teach her to grow up so that her feet doesn't have to touch the ground. And that's not because she's out here doing OnlyFans. That's not because she's out here popping for dollars. Cardi B is in hell right now because she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I cannot give up the money. The lifestyle that I live demands it. Her children don't listen to her music. Wow, what does that say? That you can say my child can listen to whatever I allow them to, but your child can't do it? Y'all want to talk about double standards? Where we talk about men left and right, all this, whatever the hell that we say, but then we don't hold our so-called leaders, our stars, our idols accountable. I think you can go a day without eating. I think you can go a day without drinking. When have you lifted up a finger to do a days of hard work and hard labor? Those of you who wants to go through Hebrew Academy, you'll learn. You'll find out just what that means. I'll see you there. Lord alive. I see you during the trials. Lord alive. You understand? Like your brother said, Lord be with you. It ain't for everybody. You understand? You can continue to go out here and, you know, smoke your weed, your ganja, whatever else that you want to call it. You can smoke your crack cocaine. You can continue prostituting yourselves. Or you can learn to sacrifice. You wonder why your bills is never paid on time. Because you don't know how to sacrifice Burger King. You don't know how to sacrifice McDonald's. Go into the store, you know what I'm saying, and buy some groceries and cook a meal. You understand? Put some food in the house. Have a meal at the table. That takes a little sacrifice, don't it? It takes discipline. To go to the store, I ain't gonna hold you, to go to the store and buy vegetables. Oh man, listen, grow your own vegetables. You want to save some money. Go ahead, son. If the brother can read that part again for the atonement.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you. And you shall afflict your souls.
It's a holy convocation when you afflict your soul. What does the word holy mean? It means to be separate. In order for us to be exemplary or different or holy or separate, we don't have to afflict ourselves. Like the brothers is bringing up birthdays. Don't nobody want to do what we do, because in the world, it's all about you. You become your own God. It's selfishness. Everything is about selfishness. You don't come to the truth to ask, well, what can I.S.U.P.K give to me? I've had people say that to me and come up and ask, oh, I joined the I.S.U.P.K. What can God give me? Not a damn thing. Because you're supposed to give yourself. That's the sacrifice. That's what makes you exemplary. You understand what I'm saying? I just seen some Kobe Bryant on somebody's shirt. This dude was waking up at 4 in the morning, walking to school. The janitor said, you here before me. You might as well take my key. To the janitor's closet, you see that cot? You can sleep on the cot. He was ready to sleep on the cot just to be in the gym. Not everybody wants to do that, but that's what makes somebody elite and what makes the other people nothing. So then don't get mad whenever, because people be seeing the I.S.U.P.K, y'all see the video, y'all see us talking, and everybody's like, damn, why do they act like that? Why they got so much confidence? Why you keep talking like that? Like, why are you so bold about it? Why not, man? The brother just said he was Academy. We no food, no water for 24 hours. Somebody's doing something somewhere.
Okay, the white man do it for his America, don't he? They'll sit in the mountains looking for Bin Laden. You understand what I'm saying? He'll sit in the goddamn mountain in another country somewhere. Right, won't move. He won't move. He wants to be exempt. He wants to be higher than everybody else. That's what makes you holy. That's what the scripture says. Afflict yourself. So you know, these brothers is giving up things and doing things, right? To come into it. Knowing that these brothers came tonight. People don't want to come. They want to come to not eat. Black people not eat. We already struggle as it is, so he's gonna tell me, hey, nigga, I can't eat for 24 hours. It's an affliction. You understand what I'm saying? Because an affliction will create, like you said, discipline. And it makes you holy, man. It makes you holy. Okay? Sometimes you got to afflict yourself. It's good. You say, like you said, we teach our children how to say no. People don't know how to say no. People can't say no to the world. You know, like you said, birthdays, people go nuts. Like they really go freaking nuts. Yeah, but it's my birthday. Women and children do it. And you be like, stop acting like a child. You're acting like a child. But you can't afflict yourself. And it's not that deep, that serious. Because the list is off the chain. All those holy convocations off the chain, man. Take some lambs, roast the goat. A Benjamin up there. Curry goats and stuff like that, all that. That's off the chain. And afflict yourself. It's all right. It's like
the water, you know what I'm saying? Give it up for Cat, you know what I'm saying? What Cat was bringing out, I was so happy though, because I saw a TikTok, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I don't want to give too much credit though, because she was a bad little sister though, but she's in the Esau army. She's in the service. She's afflicting herself by getting pepper sprayed, by getting tasered. You understand? Like people will join the service to learn discipline. For what? So that you can pick up a gun and shoot somebody. What harm has the I.S.U.P.K ever did to anybody? Oh, we didn't say he told me that I was a hoe. God says you carry yourself like a hoe. What is the armed service going to tell you? What are they doing in the U.S. Army?
Salaki, I'm gonna say as it is. So women in the United States Army is getting raped 24/7.
Thank you.
The military is the biggest sex orgy on the face of the planet, hands down. It is what it is.
God. So you want to go learn discipline? Control your sexual appetite. You understand? Control your lust. It's a day. But you also remember what your ancestors went through as well, too. You gather yourself around, you know what I'm saying, your brothers, you grow a little. You get a little stronger. You get some strength. Why? Because this is the thing about it. The Day of Atonement isn't to go out and just, mope and cry and be all sad. I'm not eating. I'm not drinking. Who the hell cares? It's in vain. I've seen people in the churches that would fast. It's just like, oh, I can't make it. It's all for naught. It's just like, I'm saying, the one that was in the church praying, dear Lord. So what? Your prayers are in vain. The ones that went into the church and they gave these offerings. Father Jesus, $10,000. All I have is 2 nickels. All I have is $1. I brought what I had. It's in vain. It's for naught. You just go through the day as you normally would. You just cater your conversations, right? You're not out there, I'm saying, just talking about idle things as you would normally do. You just monitor yourself a little bit. You know what? No, I'm just chilling. Have a good day. Gonna go to my site tomorrow. They're gonna say free lunch. What are you eating? You know what? I'm gonna get bottles of water. Just give me some water. Somebody got 7 bottles of water. Yeah, I got 7 bottles of water. Put it in the fridge. Let it sit there. You understand? I got a bottle of water, you know what I'm saying, for the next 7 days. What's wrong with that? You want to say something?
If I could, in that, like we only afflicted ourselves for one day, and people might make a big deal out of it. But if you think about it, when you even thinking about food while we fasted, the fast is very over. Because when Yahweh fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, he had to be reminded by the devil that he didn't eat for 40 days and 40 nights. He said, if thou be the Son of God, turn these bread into stone. He wasn't thinking about food. Satan had to remind him. So his mind was focused on doing the will of the Lord. So once you focus on doing the will of the Lord, you don't have to worry about food. But once you think about food, the fast is over. Because that's all you're going to be thinking about, the food. That's all you're going to be thinking about. Food, man. You just, your house is over. He talking about 40 days. We talking about 1 day. So he wasn't thinking about food for those 40 days. Man. The devil had to remind him, listen, man, you ain't eat for 40 days, man. You should turn these bread into stone. Man, I know you're hungry. You've been fasting for 40 days. So he wasn't thinking about food. Man. He was thinking about doing the work of the Lord.
That's right. What he said is so heavy because it's about the work. You understand? What are you willing to give up and sacrifice to help your brother? What are you willing to give up and sacrifice to help your sister? I'm not saying go sell everything you have. I'm not saying everything that you own. But what, you know what I'm saying? Like, these brothers, they give up their time. We all have families, right? I could be at the crib, you know what I'm saying, with one of my ribs right now. Oh, we watching movies. We about to go to dinner. You understand? Like, we could be taking trips and whatever else. But guess what? We take the time. Go ahead, sir. God. We take the time, you know what I'm saying, to invest back into our brothers, our sisters, into our community, of course. That's what we do. We dedicate ourselves, you know what I'm saying, to the upliftment of our people. What did they have going downtown? With the churches just this past weekend? They had something about empowering the youth or the neighborhoods or something. So it was the fight against racism. The fight against racism. You know the fight that we have is for our people to stop hating our own people. That's the fight that we got to focus on. We got to fight against our people giving our love to everybody else. Just say no, right? You said no to drugs. How about you say no to the other nations? How about you say no to the other religions? All right? So no food, no drink, 24 hours. It was stated, you know what I'm saying, if you are pregnant, if you are nursing, if you are pregnant and nursing, you know what I'm saying, like you are excused from that. If you are elderly, you're excused from that. If you are a child, you are excused from that. Understand? This isn't just coming from Officer Thawam Gabar. This is coming from General Mahina. Pregnant women, the elderly, and invalids are not to fast for the Day of Atonement. You understand? You are not to fast. If you have some ailment, reach out to your camp leader. Reach out, Salakia, sir. I got these medications, no sweat. Sir, I got to do this. All right. We not fools. We're not going to have our people, you know what I'm saying, dying. Why? Because we didn't use wisdom or any type of sense. Salakia. All right.
Also, I can make sure that in this 24 hours that you focus in spiritual, and fasting. That this is something spiritual for you. You know what I'm saying? To afflict yourself, it's a spiritual connection with the Most High. You want to lock yourself in truth and how you can better yourself for the Most High, how you can better please Him and serve Him. You understand what I'm saying? How you can be stronger. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Get into the scriptures during the time being. Like what I'm saying, take your mind off of what will break you and put your mind on what will build you. The Spirit of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So think about all these things that you can implement into your life. The Most High wants you to do. You know, and really focus in on it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's around you that might be a vice or a negative, you know, really concentrate on it. How can I break this out of my life? This is the time right now to do that. You understand what I'm saying? The day of atonement. Okay? The day of atonement. All right? It's a spiritual, so you can lift your head up after you're done with it. Okay? That's why in the scriptures, when I talked about fasting, he said, don't let people know you fast. Okay? Because that's the spiritual aspect behind it. Is you're supposed to spiritually make yourself better. Everything is about being better. Not to be conceited, but for the Most High. How can I better please the Most High? Do this better. What can I do? Let me organize it. Get a pen and paper and write some stuff down. You understand what I'm saying? Read some scripture, put these things together. How can I get my brothers and my sisters in here into these classes? What can I do? You understand what I'm saying? You call Officer God, Officer Romeo LSC. What can I do to, you know what I mean? Take a step further. Okay? So it's a lot here. And also, shout out to the brother Reese for bringing him in, the head stars, like we said. It's a lot.
Yeah. With that, Majid, YAHANNA, turn face to east. Guys. We're going to go ahead and do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemaya, Wadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakaka, Daba'ah, Ratazayka, I.S.U.P.K, Barathaza, Bawa, I.S.U.P.K, Washemaya, the thunder now, Ka, Yawa, Wasalat now, Kamawak now, Esalat now, Kamawak now, Wala'ah, Tabiyai now, Walasaiwan, Bo, Awashai now, Aya, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Kamalakwa, Wala'ala, Rathapawa, Laiwalamya, Amen.
In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. On earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Amen. So, sisters of Shabbat, one courteous salute to the men of Israel. Sisters, your Shabbat, sisters here. Majid Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yashai Barak. It's Matai. So, one courteous salute to the sisters. Sisters, Majid, Israel, Majid Shabbat, Majid, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yashai. It's Matai. Class dismissed.